This is the simplest coffee cake recipe ever. It's moist and filled with a perfect coffee flavor. Also, it's frosted with a delicious whipping cream. Perfect for all coffee lovers, and if you don't love coffee, the coffee flavor is mild and so good. To make this cake, you'll need instant coffee because it dissolves easily in the butter, and also the flavor is just top notch. Get started by preheating your oven at 180 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. Next, you're going to spray your baking tin and line with parchment paper, ready for the batter. In your bowl, you'll add in some dry ingredients. So I'm going to start off with some all-purpose flour, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon baking powder, a quarter teaspoon baking soda, and 2 tablespoons instant coffee. Both baking powder and baking soda help to leaven the cake and give the cake some fluffy texture. I'm going to place my dry ingredients aside, and in another mixing bowl, I'm going to be adding in my margarine. So this is a cup of margarine. You can also use softened butter. Using a hand mixer, I'm going to whip up the margarine for around a minute until it's very nice and soft, and also the color is going to change from yellow to pale yellow. Next, I'm going to add in sugar. Scrub the sides of my bowl. Add in 3 eggs to your bowl. Using high speed, you're going to whip up your eggs together with the margarine and sugar until smooth. In between, you're going to scrape your bowl to make sure everything is getting fully combined. In making cake, this step is very crucial because once you whip up the eggs, margarine, and sugar together until the butter is smooth, it's going to make a very fluffy cake. At this point, this is how the butter looks like, and it's very nice and flowing. So to my bowl, I'm going to be adding in some vanilla essence. The vanilla essence is going to add a very nice flavor to your coffee cake. At this point, you don't need a hand mixer. All you need is a spatula or a whisk. And I'm going to be alternating my dry ingredients together with some milk, which is at room temperature. Once the butter is combined, don't overmix because you'll knock out the air in the butter that makes the cake very fluffy. Using your spatula, you're going to go to the bottom of the bowl just to make sure everything is fully combined. My butter is ready, so I'm going to transfer to my already prepped baking tins. I'm going to evenly divide the butter in my 2 tins. Also, you'll notice a very nice amber color from our instant coffee. Make sure to scrape your bowl clean. Next, I'm going to use my spatula and level up the butter in the baking tin as I move the baking tin around. Whenever you're adding butter in the baking tins, always add the butter halfway. If the butter is past halfway, it might spill and you'll have a messy oven. So I'm going to be baking my cake for 30 minutes. If you're using an 8-inch pan, you're going to bake for 50 minutes. And to check if the cake is ready, you're going to insert a skewer in the middle of the cake. Once the skewer comes out clean, the cake is ready. Let the cakes cool for around 10 minutes before inverting in a cooling rack so that the cakes can cool completely. My cakes have been cooling for around an hour, and now it's time to make our frosting, and we're going to be making coffee whipping cream. To your mixing bowl, you're going to add in some chilled whipping cream. That is 1 cup. Next, you're going to add in a 1/4 cup of icing sugar and a teaspoon of instant coffee. On high speed, you're going to whip up the whipping cream using a hand mixer until soft peaks. That is going to take around a minute because the whipping cream is chilled. I'm going to place my mixer aside, and over here I have a stir nozzle. I'm going to be adding in cream in my piping bag. So I'm going to put the nozzle inside and fill my piping bag with my delicious coffee whipping cream. I'm going to use my spatula and fill in my piping bag with the delicious coffee whipping cream that smells absolutely amazing. I'm going to unfold the sides and press down so that the whipping cream can go to the bottom of the stir nozzle. I'm going to place my whipping cream aside, and then I'm going to pick a turntable, and I've also placed a cake board. Pick my whipping cream and add in a dollop of my coffee whipping cream. Next, I'm going to pick 1 piece of my coffee cake and place it on the center of the cake board and add in some whipping cream. Pick a palette knife and level up my whipping cream on the cake. Pick my other layer of cake and place on top. Add in some more whipping cream to my top layer, just like that. I find that using a piping bag to add whipping cream on cake makes it very easy because the cake always have even icing or frosting on your cakes. Add in some extra whipping cream on the sides. It's a little bit messy, but trust the process. The cakes are going to be very awesome once I finish. Using my offset spatula, I'm going to spread the cream around as I try and level up, just like that. And it's going to be very easy for you to spread the cream because you're using a turntable to move around. I'm going for a semi-naked cake, and this is how it's looking so far. So I'm going to be adding in some roses on my cake. Placing some biscuits on my roses, just like that. This is to add an extra touch to my coffee cake. Wow. After frosting your coffee cake, you are going to let it sit in the fridge for around 30 minutes so that the frosting can set. Mine is looking spectacular and amazing. I love the coffee whipping cream that's looking very smooth, and also the cake layers are baked to perfection and very fluffy and moist. So I'm going to slice a piece to check how the cake is looking on the inside. As you cut into the cake, you can feel how fluffy the cake is on the inside. Using a cake knife, I'm going to lift up my cake, and wow, just look at my coffee cake. So this coffee cake is definitely worth trying, and you'll be amazed how the coffee flavor is mild and delicious. Catch you on my next video.